Morning everyone, unless you're Alexander Isak, of course. He's not getting a good morning from me, definitely not. We're here, sunny Spain, it's actually sunny again. Lovely stuff after a poor start of the week in the weather terms. We are back in the game now, we are back in sunny Spain. Getting the tan on hopefully, once I've wrapped this video. I thought I'd jump on this morning because there's been an update, or has there been an update? Listen, the whole thing is a bit mental, isn't it? I just don't understand why the club can't come out and tell us. That's where I'll start with this first and foremost. Why are we 24 hours later and having nothing from the club? They're doing press, they're doing media bits over there in Korea, you know. Trippier's taking the piss out of the Mackhams, which is good to see in the new away kit. You know, he was asked by a reporter over there, what are you looking for to play in Sunderland? He went on to say, you know, it's nice that Sunderland got promoted, but it'd be nice that Sunderland get relegated. He wants to send them down, which is what we want to hear. Speaking of Sunderland, got fans over here in Spain trying to wind me up. Sunderland fans trying to say, oh, I'm a better winner than you, mate. We spent 140 million. It's hard to bloody argue. It's hard to argue with Magnus at the minute, but I think that's for another day, that one. On the Isak stuff, right, like I say, the club are out there doing the pre-season tour, doing loads of media work, doing loads of bits and pieces in the press. Why have they not spoke to a journalist that's out there, whether that's Lee Ryder, Craig Hope, their own official channels, put it on the app and tell us, oh yeah, we knew Isak was travelling to Spain, we don't think it's a big deal, you know, there's not many people at Newcastle's training ground, he's out there, you know, he knows the club well, blah blah blah, he's going to be back here next week, no problem. You know, he's still a Newcastle player, which he is, there's still no bid from Liverpool, which there hasn't been, so it's fine, nothing to worry about. And then we wouldn't have to be doing this, wouldn't have to be talking like this, wouldn't have to be discussing this. How's there no communication, man? How's there nothing from the club? It's pathetic. Our best player is linked with the record move away, and you can't just take 30 seconds to come out and make statements, 30 seconds to come out and answer people's questions, because we'll put stuff out, we'll hear things, you'll hear things, and it just makes it worse, and it just gets worse. Because then you've got some people saying, oh no, the club were aware, I heard it on this website or this page said this, that they didn't know he was travelling. I haven't seen that anywhere. Like, if someone can direct me to that, would be great, because they haven't said it either way, to be fair. So officially we don't know if the club knew or not. We've got an insider there in South Korea, Craig Hope, very good journalist at the Daily Mail, saying that there's nothing to suggest that Newcastle were aware of Isak travelling to Spain. There's nothing that they've came out with. They haven't denied that he's gone AWOL. Again, little things. They could have just came out and said, what, Isak? Nah, he hasn't gone AWOL. We knew he was in Spain. Squashed. Done, dusted. We'll all get on with the day. But they haven't. So that would then suggest that they didn't know. That would suggest that he has gone AWOL. Because why would you not come out and say the otherwise? Why would you not come out and say the absolute opposite to then make that true? That would be the finest, most knowledgeable, logical thing to do. But we haven't. So according to Daily Mail, and he gets loads of stuff right. Remember, Craig was the one that broke the Isak news last week of him wanting to leave, wanting to explore his other options. So I know he still gets some stick, and all journalists are going to get stick because the break news, and someone gets right, someone gets wrong. But at the end of the day, this is what we're talking about, because we can't talk about what the club have said. We can't talk about anything official because there's been nothing. There's been no information given. So on Craig Hope's article this morning, which I've just read when I woke up here, is that that the club could be looking at fining Alexander Isak. It could be a fine for him because he might have breached his contract, which he would have if he did surely leave without the club knowing. Or are the club just being soft again, not doing anything again, and not going to act again like we've done all summer long? So yeah, it could be a fine for Alexander Isak, which he's not bothered about, especially if he's going to go to Liverpool and pick up a 300 grand a week. And even on his Newcastle deal that he's not happy about, 120 to 150 grand a week. You know, it's 120, but then with bonuses and stuff, it could be as high as 150. But he's not happy with that. Sure, he's little fine, which even if it was fucking 10 million quid, it doesn't matter to him, but it won't be. It'll be about 100 grand. It'll be less than a week's wages. So yeah, Isak could be getting a fine from Newcastle for a breach of contract, for going AWOL, for going to Spain without their permission, without them knowing. That's according to the Mail. Again, we don't know for sure, because the club haven't let us know a thing. They haven't told us, so we don't know. We're just guessing. But according to Craig Hope, you know, he's saying at the Daily Mail that they didn't know that he was going to Spain. Or there's nothing to suggest that they knew he was going to go to Spain, and they haven't come out and said that they did know he was going to Spain. So then that leads them to believe that he has gone AWOL, which is mad. You know, it's mad, because then they think they would quickly come out when things are coming out about him maybe going AWOL. Like this article, when it came out a couple hours ago, you'd think the club would just release a little statement, 20-second job. We're aware of Alexander Isak being in Spain. There he is there, driving that big monster truck. and he's absolutely fine. He's getting the sun tan. Obviously not going to say that, but if they just said he's training in Spain, we're aware, we'll see him next week. Because that's what the thing is. A couple of articles have said that they expect to see him back next week, and that's a big word in that as well. Expect. I expect to see him at Benton, but he's in bloody San Sebastian. So yeah, they're expecting him to be back next week, when all the players do return following the Asian tour. On this talk of training grounds in Benton, this banner was left there by angry Newcastle fans, or fan, I don't know. I'm closer to the bloody San Sebastian training ground to check if Isak's here, all the way up north in Spain, rather than going to check if this one's there up in Benton. But that was left there, being sent a couple of different images of it. So people protesting, people angry at Alexander Isak. Remember, things like this were left in the Mike Ashley days, and other times with other players. So there's that there about Isak being a pure rat, which, you know, if these things are true about him taking off to Spain and refusing to play and refusing to fly to Korea and all the rest of it, then yeah, he absolutely is a rat. Again, I want to hear more now though. You know, we've talked enough about Isak and how disappointed we are and how much of a disgrace it is, which it is. It absolutely is. But again, I want to hear from the club. I want to hear from Isak, which all that's hard to do though, especially with an ongoing transfer. Because again, if now was the matter, you would hear. That's the thing, and that's why I think, you know, the Mail and others are reporting that he is AWOL and he will get fined and he is leaving without permission. Because if he did have permission, or there wasn't an ongoing transfer, both of them would just speak out straight away. Both of them could tell you how it is. Both of them could announce statements and just rubbishing it all and squashing it all and calming everything down. But there's been none of that. Absolutely none of it. So yeah, angry fans at the training ground. Listen, it's up there. You might have seen the image online, but he's not going to see it in person because he's in bloody San Sebastian. He's in Sociedad's training ground. So maybe we'll get a flight over here. Not here, because I'm in Mallorca, but a flight up north and leave a message for him at that training ground, because that's where he is, enjoying the sunshine as well. Mental. Absolutely. The whole thing is mad, and we're early doors here. This is 9 AM in Spain, so 8 AM UK time, and God knows what else will come out today. You know, there's that much stuff breaking, there's that many twists and turns. This has been the most maddest summer ever, hasn't it, for Newcastle, in terms of just drama and sagas, because unfortunately it hasn't been the summer that we all wanted and wished for. You know, it hasn't been the summer that we're really expected, to be honest. We were hoping for a big transformative summer. All the talk was, we've got money, there's no PSR issues, we just got Champions League again, won a trophy for the first time in 16 years, and then we've signed Alanga and Ramsdale on loan. Ramsdale's medical's done, he's all signed, but for some reason, again, the club haven't announced that yet. So Aaron Ramsdale has signed for Newcastle. I can tell you that one, the medical is done, everything's fine, he's signed his contract, everything's done, but for some reason that was done yesterday, so I don't know why, again, the club haven't announced it. I honestly don't know. That's come from me, no one else. I'm not claiming that's from a journalist or Keith or anyone at Sky or anywhere else. That's just what I've been told. So yeah, strange one. But Ramsdale's done. There's 2 signings through the door. And was it 3 weeks, 4 weeks left? It's August now. We are in August, for crying out loud. Check me watch. August, 1st of August. And this is where we're at. An absolute mess. But I tell you what, this is where I'm at. I'm gonna get a Spanish breakfast, me. That's what I'm doing. I won't say Isak. I'm on a different island. But yeah, let's see what else breaks today. See, subscribe to the channel. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like and drop your thoughts below. See you on the next one.